So it is now Tuesday the 3rd of October. Tomorrow I'm going down to Spartanburg, and Thursday and Friday I'm going to be on the BMW Riding Academy. Lucky chap I am, 2-day course, so I'm looking forward to that. I'm not going to be riding my own bike on that, for obvious reasons, but I am going to take my bike down. Just now I'm going to fit on a Black Dog skid plate. The BMW is a bit lightweight. I want something a bit meatier. No, I don't need it to take it down the road because I'm going to be doing down by road. But today is an ideal day. Winter's starting to close in around us. Trees are starting to turn. So before the weather gets bad, I want to get this bad boy fitted. I don't have a clue what's involved with this procedure, but we've got the skid pan. Looks like there's two mounting brackets and a set of instructions and some screws. So let's see how we get on. I'll talk you through it stage by stage. So with a Torx 30, the first stage is to remove the old skid pan. So I'm just going to release 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 5 bolts to release this. So I'm just going to undo these. I'm not going to bore you with the details, we'll just take this off. And there, if you look closely, you can see the old skid pan on top of the new one. Good bit smaller in size. And a good bit thinner. So this new one should offer quite a good bit more protection. Now, using some snips, I'm going to cut away the zip ties with this plastic plate on the centre stand. I'm going to preserve as much as I can in case I ever sell the bike. Because I'll put this back. There's some thick cable ties. And that just drops off. This bracket here also needs to be removed. Again, two T30 bolts need to come out. So you do have to remove the rest of the mounting brackets. So there's a total there of 2 brackets, and then using 4 M8 25 bolts that you've taken out and blue Loctite, what you're going to do then is fasten this piece up underneath. I'll try and give you some clearer views. There we go. And it's got the cutout here for the sump plug. And that's tightened up to a torque setting of 19 Newton meters, I think it is. Yeah, 19 Newton meters. Although getting a torque wrench in there, practically impossible except for the back ones. Next, using these 2 M8 U-nuts, we're going to slide those in position, and they go over these holes here. So let's get that done and I'll show you. So you should be able to see that's them in position there. They just clip into place. You'll hear them click as they drop into place. Next, using the wire loop, you'll see it here. They go round. Here's the starter motor, and you will see underneath these two cables here, 1, 2, and they go to the flapper on the exhaust. Those two, 1 and 2, need to be wrapped to those two insulations. Okay, that stage of the game was hell, but you can see there the two cables now are surrounded by those cable protectors. Took a lot of faffing about, but finally got them on there. Make sure that they are on properly, they're not just attached as it were. Next, using the Jubilee clips that come in the kit. You see the two here, they're hanging. Make sure you put them on orientated that way. You have to open them up completely, put them over the bar, and then leave them slack, but in that position. Position of the screw heads is very important. Now with those rings in position, you're going to mount the rear mount like so, with those two rings and the lugs on the mount. Hope you can see in there. I'm just going to point it out. There's the ring, and these two cables should be inside. That's the flapper cables. And then round the other side, you should be able to see that one there. There, and we've still got them slack. So you can see it hanging there. Okay, now we've got this bad boy on. You'll see two screws at the front, one at the back there, and there's one at the other side. What I had to do was just slacken off the Jubilee clips again, the round clips. Just slacken them off until I get everything placed and then tighten them up afterwards. That seemed the easiest way to go. What the manual for installation doesn't tell you to do is check the clearance on the mudguard. I actually had to take this off. This is an extension piece. I wrapped a zip tie around the plastic mudguard and through the wheel and tightened it down, and then what I did was just applied some heat and bent it down a little bit. So now there's some clearance. It was just rubbing a little bit before, and I do know from reading that people have sent these skid plates back simply because they touched. I'm not a defeatist like that. Sometimes you just have to modify things. Quite an easy job. Worst part was putting those damn tubes on. Hope you enjoy this video and you find it useful. Please like and subscribe.